Welcome to the current situation at Manchester United. First of all, I would like to apologize for the lighting through the windows behind me. I mean, some of you guys thinking I'm Jesus Christ coming from heaven with my head with all this glowing around it and say, "Oh, he's Jesus Christ. Look on his head. He has light over his head. He's ascending to earth." Hardly. Actually, it's a very sunny morning, as you can see, and I just apologize for this lighting. It's so poor. Um, I woke up to the unfortunate news this morning that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer said in his press conference against Brighton, which I'm getting to in this podcast. He said that before getting to that, Chelsea drew against Manchester United in the FA Cup draw, I should say, in the FA Cup semi-finals, and this will be the fourth time this season that Manchester United is going to face Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's Manchester United is going to face Frank Lampard's Chelsea. And given that Manchester United has made Chelsea their bitch three times this season, Frank Lampard is saying no to the Okido. Might want to say no to the Okido in the fourth time and try to go to the finals in the FA Cup. But I think majority matters. So I think Manchester United is going to win against Chelsea. But that's just me. But yeah, so if in the FA Cup Manchester United is going to play Chelsea in the FA Cup semi-finals. So look out for that one. Another piece of news is that tomorrow will be Brighton against Manchester United. And I don't think Manchester United, it goes without saying, I don't think Manchester United needs to worry about that game that much because we're going to play our strongest squad. I think a lot of persons got been out of shape when Manchester United played against Norwich, and they were very disappointed in that game because the first half was just diabolical. Uh, I think that was one of the first. I didn't watch the game, but a lot of persons were saying, "Man, that first half was just diabolical." Reminds me of LVG time at Manchester United, and that should say a lot actually. Really does. It was very slow. It was very sloppy. Bruno Fernandes gave away the ball a lot in the game. Um, so forth and so forth. But I think Manchester United is going to run over Brighton with probably 2 goals to three. Oh, hold on, 2 or 3 goals in the game. I don't think Brighton is going to really score tomorrow. I really don't see them scoring unless they're going to bring on their 40-year-old striker Glenn Murray. Um, so yeah, my starting 11 for tomorrow's game is, of course, David De Gea, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Eric Bailly, Harry Maguire, who scored the winning goal against Norwich in the 118th minute before the penalty shootout loomed over the game. Well, it was zooming over the game, it's just that it was raining from the sky. And the left back, this is quite a testy one because I think Luke Shaw has been getting two types, two types of saying. Some are saying that Luke Shaw is actually in form. Some are saying that Luke Shaw has been diabolical. He's poor. Like I saw this video or this small excerpt from the match, and it showed Luke Shaw on the left side crossing the ball. Again, I don't know if that ball left planet, but when he crossed that ball, bro, that ball went for a throw in, I believe, but it went to the next side of the pitch. It didn't go nowhere near the box. So I think that is a faction in Luke Shaw's game where he needs to tighten up and fuss it up. But left back, I think Luke Shaw is going to play. I think Brighton is a physical side, and I don't think Brandon Williams is a candidate to be starting in that game. In midfield, there is always a test one in midfield. I believe Nemanja Matic is going to start as the defensive midfielder with Paul Pogba. And of course, despite him playing most of the game last game, I think he's going to start again. That's Bruno Fernandes. And I believe if Bruno Fernandes does start tomorrow, I think he should be subbed off by the 60th minute because we cannot be keeping. Well, we should keep the player, but we can't allow him to be starting games all over the time. He's not God Almighty. So, and he's going to be exhausted and burnt out, and we don't need that from our key number 10. So it's best if we just play him full in crucial games, or in some games you play him and just take him off. Don't play him for all the types of games. So uh for Brighton tomorrow, I believe Bruno Fernandes will start as the number 10, but again, in the second half, I would like to see him come off the pitch. And it goes without saying, as the front three, Mason Greenwood, Anthony Martial, striker in form, and Marcus Rashford, who has been getting quite a few fire under his butt. But that's neither here nor there because I mean he got 2 assists against Sheffield United, but some persons are still under the misleading impression that he still played poorly. And you guys have to remember that this guy came back from a lengthy injury. So don't expect him to just come out of the shell and say, hey, I'm going to score a hat trick in the next game. I'm going to get a hat trick of hat tricks in the next game. No, that's not how football works. He needs to work on his match fitness and it's going to take him a while. Some of you guys are very unrealistic to your players, especially I could understand if it was like a player in his prime, like if he was 27, 28. But this guy's like 22 or 23, and he just came back from a lengthy injury, so you have to give him time. Again, he's not God Almighty, he's not God given. Uh, he's not this player that's been bestowed to us. You know what I'm saying? He's a human, so he should be treated that way. Of course, Marcus Rashford left wing, and of course up top is Anton Martial. Um. Oh, I was saying, I woke up to the unfortunate news this morning that I saw something trending, not trending. I saw something from the United stand because I follow the United stand star Mark Goldbridge, and he did this live stream of this young player that I'm quite fond of, and it said that he was giving a reaction to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's press conference, and to my somewhat surprise, it said that the young player, the under 19 or the under 18 captain, uh, is leaving Manchester United, and that player is Angel Gomez. Angel Gomez is quite a talented player, very small in stature, but whenever he's on the ball, I think his physical presence is I don't think that really matters because I mean Iniesta was a small player, but whenever he played, most persons that were like twice his size couldn't even touch the ball. And I think Angel Gomez has that potential. And without getting on into a long segue, it seems as though Angel Gomez is leaving Manchester United to go to either Chelsea or another club. This is my spin on it. Manchester United, and I see some guys saying on Twitter that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is supposed to be at fault for this. He should be lynched. He should be sacked. Ole has blood on his hands for allowing this young player to leave Manchester United. Again, I want hold on, because I want my dome to be seen fully. I want you guys to leave your comments down below in the comment section if you believe that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is at fault for for Gomez leaving Manchester United, or it's due to the negotiators of the club. Whether it's the Glazers, Edward Ward, are they at fault, or is the manager at fault? Comments down below in the comment section. Um, yeah, Mark Goldbridge was basically saying, and I don't want to really bite off his content in the video, but he's basically saying Manchester United is not really a football club. It's more like a business club, and I would agree with that wholeheartedly. Like basically, there are most times I would give Real Madrid, Barcelona, and even Bayern to a small degree a few slack, particularly Real Madrid and Barcelona, but these are clubs that are really football clubs. They have a director of football. Manchester United doesn't have a director of football. And that is one of the reasons why we have been losing out on young players, which Mark Goldbridge has been alluding to in his live stream earlier this morning. He was talking about the reason why Manchester United didn't sign Haaland, which was somewhat interested in signing for Manchester United. Second, he was talking about what's a young player from I think it's Bullington. I think he's 16-year-old. It seems as though he's going to Dortmund. Um, Basically, he's saying that young players don't want to come to Manchester United because I might paraphrase a bit because it's not the club that young play. Again, when I was listening to the live stream, I was half alive, half dead. Like I was waking up, my eyes were like half closed. I was saying, "Oh, Angel Gomez, And then I went to use the bathroom to take a was, and then I came back and I said, Angel Gomez leaving Manchester United for real? Let me listen to this shit. And then yeah, but back to the football clubs, bro. I don't think Manchester United is a running football club, and that is why Edwin van der Sar is is on the scoping to be a Manchester United football director of football because we need those types of acquisition in the club. We cannot just leave. We can't allow our academy players, very good academy players, to be leaving on the cheap. That is criminal activity. That's like daylight robbery. That shouldn't be happening. That should not be happening. And without getting lengthy, bro, I just if Angel Gomez leave Manchester United, which I believe he will, I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer did say that he said yes in a short way. He kind of looked pissed. He kind of looked pissed off. Um, but that's just poor Manchester United. But we need footballers with high football IQ to sign players on contracts. We cannot allow players to just run to their contract and just doze off. This is not Arsenal. We shouldn't be doing that. And we can't believe in our young players on the cheap or on free. That's not a good look at Manchester United. And that should be a kick up the backside for the persons or the personnels that run, for example, Edward Ward and other persons that run the club in terms of financial negotiation with players' contracts. Um, another thing I would like to congratulate. Well, I was congratulating to begin with in this video, but I would like to congratulate, and some of you guys go say, you shouldn't be doing that. You're a Manchester United supporter. How dare you? How dare you? Um, I would like to congratulate the players and the coaching staff and the ball boys, the janitors, and the water boys maybe to that are the 2019 the 2020 Premier League champions for this season, and that is Liverpool. They have been immense, very immense this season. Very very even kill in their games. They're very mentally strong, which is why they came back from games. A lot of persons saying that notifications. I wonder who's just texting me this morning. Um, like a lot of persons saying, "Oh, the referee helped them out. The referee helped them out, bro." The referee helped out Manchester United at some time, whether it's under Alex Ferguson. Don't be don't be narrow minded. Don't be narrow minded. Don't be narrow minded. I know most of you guys won't admit that or accept that, but referees, like I said, referees aren't God Almighty. They don't know everything, and they make the choices that they believe is right, whether it's for the detriment of the side that's winning, or to the betterment of the side that is winning, or either there. But the point is, Liverpool has been very good this season. Lost one game this season, and I believe they will be considered. And I might go against screen, but Liverpool is one of the best sides in the Premier League history. and this is their first Premier League trophy in their history, and this is the first league title in 30 years. So yeah, I think Liverpool is happy to break their ducks in terms of getting a title. Um, another thing I want to touch on before I leave. Speaking of Liverpool, Margot Bridge, which I'm very fond of, he said on Twitter, "Well done to Liverpool, best team, best manager, best players. If you can be humble in defeat, what's the point in playing the game?" Shit, the Lightning is so poor. Someone was saying, if you're a United fan and you are following this fraud, I pity you. This is not who or what we are. It will never speak for the overwhelming majority of United fans. I suggest a rethink is needed. It's never too late to change. Again, I don't want this video to be long because I have some exercise to do after this, but a lot of you Manchester United supporters, and I would lean more towards the millennial Manchester United supporters. Most of you guys, you want to mix up rivalry and everything. And I'm not saying that rivalry is a bad thing, but there comes a time where you just have to put your ego to the side. And Liverpool has been very good this season. Sir Alex Ferguson wrote a congratulation letter to Kenny Dalglish for Liverpool winning the Premier League. But most of you Manchester United supporters want to get bent out of shape for other Manchester United supporters congratulating Liverpool for winning the league. What's that about? What's that about? There's a difference between being rivalrous and showing respect. You can you can be respectful towards a rival club. I'm not saying you should lick their ass like it's a lollipop, but I'm saying you should show respect to the club. That's what you should do. They have been they have been very world class this season. There are some games that are very controversial of Liverpool. I'll give it that. But despite that, to go to go like a lot of games without even losing three times in the Premier League, that is something that should be recognized. And that doesn't happen often in the Premier League. That doesn't happen. No, I can see if you were like a Everton fan and we were saying, you know what, Liverpool is a rival and we ain't go congratulate them. You won't get any arguments from me. That cause that's like a hardcore. I would say that's even more of a hardcore rivalry than Manchester United and Liverpool. And that's real talk. So you guys can't be been out of shape because Manchester United supporters are congratulating their rival club for winning the Premier League. There's a difference between being put. You shouldn't put rivalry in everything. Respect your rival, if especially when they deserve the respect. Especially when they deserve the respect. And speaking on, I don't want to go in admonishment mode, but the first video where I had to admonish young Manchester United supporters is when, speaking of Everton, I just mentioned them. Everything just fall into place, right? Everton was supposed. I did this video where I said Everton was robbed of 3 points against Manchester United at Goodison Park, and to this day, I still stick on stand by that assessment wholeheartedly because a lot of Manchester United fans were saying, yeah, Manchester United is supposed to win that game and they deserve a draw. And yeah, Gylfi Sigurdsson goal was offside. Bro, that goal should have been given. That goal should have been given. If it was in Manchester United's favour, some of you guys would say that goal should have been given. Do not kid yourself or fool yourself. Most of you Manchester United supporters don't know football, and football you do know is not objective. It's in a subjective. It's very, very narrow-minded. You guys don't think outside of the box. You have this world is flat thinking. My thing is that if you don't know football, then just zip it. Zip your pants and just walk out. If you can't handle the heat, come out of the kitchen. That's my say. And speaking of you, Manchester United supporters, some of you guys just need to be handled in a real aggressive way. Sometimes I just need to shake you all up. This person, and some of the guys saying, Ron, why are you really, why are you even paying this attention? I need to call some of you guys out because it's not a good look at Manchester United. If your family members were saying some stupid shit, would you allow them to say that stupid shit, or you would admonish them or scold them and say, bro, what are you doing? You don't do that shit. Which one would you do? So I thought. This person was asking the predictions for the Norwich game against Manchester United. And some Manchester United supporters, yeah, he's a Manchester United supporter. He was saying 2-0 to Norwich. Now, keep in mind, this person asked for the prediction at the Norwich and versus Manchester United game. And this Manchester United supporter said 2-0 to Norwich. Guess what this guy said? Shut the fuck up. But he didn't really say the words, but he said they are Jesus please. I guess I need to go back to English class. STFU, yeah. Yeah. The initials as you would say. And I'm like, bro, who are you to say see this is the thing I'm talking about, bro. If you can handle the heat, come out of the kitchen. If you don't want predictions that is to your liking, then do not tweet. It's that simple. It's that simple. Some of you guys just want to tweet because you want a cult following to your liking. That's basically it. But what if the guy deep down to his heart believe that Norwich is going to beat Manchester United, even though in reality that's not the case? That's his choice. That's his prediction. Why knocking him for his prediction? That don't even make sense to me. Seriously. And this relates to a Manchester United supporter saying this, and I agree wholeheartedly. He was basically saying some people don't want to hear your opinion. They want to hear their opinion coming out of your mouth. Dude, I'm giving him the cosign finger, bro. I'm saying, well done. That's a very well put together assessment and agreement. Most of you young Manchester United supporters, you just want to hear your opinion out of young other people's mouth. That's what you want to hear. And I'm saying to you, as this young person was saying, shut the fuck up. If you can't handle the heat, come out of the kitchen. It's that simple. If you don't know football, then just zip your pants and look watch with your eyes and learn football and know a thing about football. Nothing about football. Now, opinions can go that far, but bro, there's a difference between being opinionated and having humiliated, stupid statements to say. Uh, Notification. Yeah. Some of you guys, bro, just need to just dismiss me that. It's not a good look. So I don't want this to gain a long answer, but yeah, my thoughts on Angel Gomez is that Manchester United really lost a world class talented player. Potential player I should say. Because he's not really there yet, but we have seen glamour, excerpts, clips of this young player playing for Manchester United. He's not the biggest player. Well, speaking of biggest player, I don't even think this guy would really exist or make a name of himself if Mourinho was still around. But this young player is gonna be some player in the nearby future. And the funny thing is that when he becomes a top player, guess who is going to be linked to him at the end of the day? Ever heard of Paul Pogba coming to Manchester United? Anyone? Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Monday and hope you guys stay safe. Peace. I am out.